My name is Jeremy Coulon. I was a TA on Quantitative Methods 2, which runs in Term 1. And the main lecture is called Stephen Gray. So this module is about learning how to do data science. So what data science is, essentially it's analyzing data using a mix of stats and programming, and trying to answer questions within the sciences, within the humanities, and even within business. And the way the module works, the way you'll learn about this, it's entirely project-based. So the entire assessment is based on a group project. So around week 3 or 4, students will get together in teams of 4 or 5. They choose a topic and a question that they want to answer. Then they go out and do some lit review on that topic. They go out and find some data sets themselves to analyze. They'll do some stats programming, some visualizations to really explain explain their question and try and find an answer to it. And finally, they'll present their final report in the website. So what I find really cool is that they don't just write an essay and give it in at the end. They actually have to create a live website explaining their results. So you can kind of think about it as data journalism. You go out, question, find data, try and answer your question, and present the results. So I think that people who might be interested in, I think it'll actually appeal to lots of different kind of people. So firstly, it might appeal to people who like stats and programming. Why? Because there's lots of data analysis. You can create maps, which can get quite complicated. If you have a website with an interactive map, if you want your website to have an interactive map, there's lots of programming to do. So people who like programming will like that. But there's also lots of non-programming work to do. For example, last year, one team worked on gentrification in London, trying to find the causes and the effects and how it works for different boroughs in London. So the lit review of that kind of is not really programming, it's maybe more sociology, so there's a lot of work to do there. So if you're interested in cities and not especially programming, you still might be interested in this. It's actually quite wide, I think. So a big component of this module is Python. Most of the data analysis will be done in Python. And to support the students during their project, there are 2-hour tutorials every week. And these tutorials start from scratch, really learning Python from the ground up, and slowly build up the tools that you'll need to do your data analysis, to pull in your database into Python, to analyze it, to do some plots and visualization. So there's really that core thing where you can learn these skills and then ask your TAs and the lecturer for help. But then you'll still need to go out on your own and figure out how to do some specific bit of analysis that you need for your project.